In September 1994, Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Israel, received a foreboding message, a warning that his life was in peril. The heart of the message disclosed that this crucial information was clandestinely encrypted within the Bible. Alas, it went unheeded. A year later, the Prime Minister fell victim to an assassin's bullet. Astonishingly, concealed within the pages of the Bible, the code not only foresaw Rabin's assassination but also revealed the precise date and even the identity of the perpetrator. Penned millennia ago, these sacred scriptures harbor predictions of momentous global occurrences, including chilling events yet to unfold. Abrahamic religions, encompassing Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, reverently venerate the God of Abraham. This inclusive group comprises over 4 billion adherents, signifying more than half of the world's population. Throughout the epics of these faiths, believers have endeavored to extract profound meaning from their sacred texts. Traditionally, this quest involved unraveling the depths of symbolism and allegory. However, modern-day computer scientists, statisticians, and mathematicians have made a remarkable discovery. They have unearthed factual information embedded within the Old Testament. Dating back 2 to 3 millennia, the Old Testament draws from the 24 books of the Hebrew Bible. Astonishingly, despite its antiquity, this venerable text has endured, remaining unaltered throughout the annals of time. Whenever scribes painstakingly transcribed the Old Testament, the gravest caution was exercised. Even a solitary error in the transcription process necessitated the burial of the entire text. Why was such meticulous accuracy imperative? While many would assert that it stemmed from the belief that these words were divine, tampering with the divine would be deemed sacrilege. However, there exists a possibility that a more technical motive underscored the insistence on precision, a notion that God or an enigmatic entity encoded enigmatic secrets within these sacred texts. In the late 13th century, Rabbi Bahia ben Asher made a remarkable discovery within the Book of Genesis. Concealed within its verses, he uncovered a hidden code. Methodically, he would read 4 letters, skip ahead 42 letters, read 4 more letters, and continue this pattern. As he carefully strung together these selected letters, they formed a fresh passage that vividly described the celestial creation of the moon. This extraordinary phrase also revealed an astonishing revelation: the exact duration of the lunar month, precisely 29.53 days. This finding holds immense significance since the precise length of the lunar month remained unknown until NASA's calculation in 1996. Rabbi Ben Asher's groundbreaking work resurfaced in the 1940s, when Rabbi HMD Weiss Mandel delved into it. Weiss Mandel coined the term equidistant letter sequence, or ELSE, commonly referred to as a skip code, to describe this unique coding pattern. The mechanism behind it involves selecting a specific letter or group of letters and then skipping a designated number of letters, repeating this process consistently. In Rabbi Ben Asher's case, he utilized a skip of 42 letters, although the choice of the skip can vary. These linked letters can be ingeniously arranged to form new words and unveil hidden messages. During the 1940s, manually deciphering skip codes presented considerable challenges. However, the advent of computer technology revolutionized the process, making the identification of skip codes remarkably effortless. Computer programs enabled researchers to explore more intricate search parameters and expand upon the skip code technique. Originally, letters uncovered within skip codes were concatenated into one continuous line of text. Nevertheless, computers empowered researchers to divide these lengthy strings into separate lines, customizable in length, be it 20 characters, 50 characters, or any other value determined by the program. This grid-like arrangement of letters opened new avenues for discovering previously unseen messages by searching horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, akin to solving a captivating word search puzzle. So, utilizing this methodology, mathematicians Elijah Rips, Doran Whitsom, and Yoav Rosenberg conducted a sequence of experiments in 1985 known as the Great Rabbis Experiment. Rips and his colleagues compiled a roster of 34 renowned rabbis and sages from the Encyclopedia of Great Men in Israel. They inputted the names of these revered figures into their computer program, aiming to ascertain if there were any encoded references to them within the Bible. Did the program succeed in uncovering the identities of these esteemed rabbis? Astonishingly, despite the fact that these 34 individuals were born and perished centuries, or even millennia, after the Bible's authorship, their names were intricately encoded within its pages, every single one of them. Subsequently, Drs. Rips, Whitsom, and Rosenberg took the names of these distinguished rabbis and fed them into their computer program. The program was then directed to systematically explore a range of skip codes and grid sizes, diligently searching for these specific names. Once a match was detected, the program would proceed to investigate horizontally, vertically, and diagonally to identify dates that intersected with the names. These discovered dates would then be compared with the recorded dates of birth and death associated with each respective name. The results of this experiment left everyone astounded. The computer program successfully unveiled all the encoded names of the rabbis present within the Bible, and when organized on a grid, it also revealed the dates of their births and deaths that astonishingly intersected with their respective names. Encouraged by these outcomes, they repeated the process with an additional 32 names, and once again, the program yielded favorable results. All the names and dates were intricately encoded within the Bible. To confirm the validity of their program, they even subjected it to tests using other lengthy texts such as War and Peace and various religious works. However, these examinations yielded no meaningful results, merely random letters. In stark contrast, within the Bible, the names were undeniably present. In total, they managed to uncover the names of 166 individuals encoded within the Bible, long before any of them were born. Dr. Rips estimated the chances of this occurring by mere chance to be approximately 1 in 10 million. The scientific research on the Torah codes left no doubt that they exist and are not a mere fortuity. The results of their study were subsequently published by Drs. Rips, Whitsom, and Rosenberg in the peer-reviewed journal Statistical Science. Unsurprisingly, the study generated controversy, and numerous experts sought to identify flaws or errors, but none could be found. In 1997, Harold Gans, a senior cryptologic mathematician from the NSA, undertook a mission to disprove the Bible code. Gans, initially highly skeptical, categorically dismissed the notion, deeming it nonsense upon hearing the story. Gans took it upon himself to develop his own computer program with the intention of disproving the Bible code. To his surprise, not only did he manage to unearth the names of the rabbis and their dates of birth and death within the Bible, but his program also unveiled their precise places of birth and death. Consequently, Gans, a former skeptic, underwent a transformative shift, becoming a believer in the phenomenon. In 1990, Dr. Rips conceived an intriguing idea. While he had successfully extracted information about rabbis who lived centuries ago, he pondered whether the Bible contained details about individuals who were still alive at the time. In that same year, Saddam Hussein held the distinction of being one of the most renowned figures globally. Dr. Rips fed the dictator's name into the program, aiming to determine if it was encoded within the Bible. Astonishingly, the program confirmed that Saddam Hussein's name did indeed appear in the Bible. If the Bible code were to be accurate, it implied that Saddam Hussein would launch an attack on Israel within a span of 3 weeks. Indeed, he certainly did. No, it's astonishing. And exclusively within the Bible can you uncover this phenomenon. For instance, by skipping an equivalent number of letters, you spell out, President Kennedy. The very next letters in the same skip sequence express, to die, and, Dallas, both encoded in the same location. Similarly, when searching for Shakespeare, the subsequent words in the equal distance skip sequence reveal, will present plays on stage, with Hamlet and Macbeth also encoded in the same position. When Dr. Rips inputted the name Saddam Hussein into his Bible code program, the name was discovered. Intersecting Saddam Hussein's name were the phrases, Russian missile, and fire on the third Shabbat. On January 18, 1990, which happened to be the third Shabbat of the Hebrew calendar, Iraq fired a Russian-made missile into Israel, sparking the Gulf War. This intriguing discovery led Dr. Rips to ponder if other major events were encoded in the Bible. It turned out that many were. In 1992, while working on a story about the Middle East War in Israel, American investigative journalist Michael Drosnin learned about Dr. Rips' work. Initially skeptical and lacking belief in God, Drossnan found the concept of coded messages in the Bible fascinating. He planned to spend only an hour speaking with Dr. Rips, but as the hour progressed, Drossnan became increasingly engrossed and extended his stay in Israel. Dr. Rips showed him that the Bible might contain billions of messages. Drossnan, still skeptical but intrigued, attempted to debunk the theory but failed. Instead, he collaborated with Dr. Rips to decode other messages. Over the next few years, Drossnan and Rips uncovered over 1,000 events encoded in the text of the Old Testament. They examined the book of Genesis, where God instructs Abraham to look now toward heaven and count the stars. Encoded within this passage is the date July 20, 1969, along with the words, spaceship, and Apollo 11. They also discovered the phrase, economic crisis, intersecting with depression and stocks in the year 1929, as well as the word Oklahoma, crossing the word Mira, which referred to the building destroyed in the Oklahoma City bombing. Intersecting those words was the phrase, his name was Timothy. In May 1994, the Shoemaker-Levy comet made headlines, and scientists speculated about its impact on Jupiter. Drossnan searched the Bible code and found the exact name, Schumacher-Levy, intersecting with the phrase, will pound Jupiter, along with the date July 16, 1994, the correct date of impact. That same year, Drossnan searched for the name of Israel's Prime Minister, Yitzhak Rabin. Rabin's name appeared, crossed by the phrase, assassin will assassinate, and the Hebrew date 57 to 56, which was a few months away. In the Hebrew language, numbers also possess word meanings. 57 to 56 could be interpreted as, will you change it? Drossnan perceived this as a sign that he should attempt to prevent this prediction from becoming a reality. He sent a message to Prime Minister Rabin, but unfortunately, Rabin didn't heed the warning and was assassinated a year later, just as the Bible Code had predicted. On January 26, 1996, Drossnan and Dr. Rips discovered another ominous prediction. The word, Libya, intersected with the phrase, atomic holocaust. If predictions couldn't be altered, this did not bode well for Israel or the world because the date that crossed, Libya, and atomic holocaust, was January 27, 1996. Tomorrow. The Bible Code contained the phrase, atomic holocaust, crossed with the word, Libya, and the date January 27, 1996. On that day, Muammar Gaddafi, Libya's leader, made a public statement asserting that Arab countries threatened by Israel have a right to nuclear weapons. Michael Drossnan feared that this declaration marked the beginning of a nuclear war. However, fortunately, the prediction served more as a warning than an actual conflict. After the prediction concerning the assassination of Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, the Israeli government began taking Bible Code predictions seriously. They did so discreetly and skeptically, but they still paid attention. Drossnan speculated that Israel might have been covertly working behind the scenes to prevent a nuclear war with Libya, utilizing the Bible Code as a potential source of intelligence. This was something they would never publicly acknowledge. As the months passed, more Bible Code predictions came to fruition. Benjamin Netanyahu, who was predicted to lose the 1996 Prime Minister election to Shimon Peres, defied the Bible Code and emerged as the winner in a very close election, securing victory by less than 1% of the vote. In 1997, Lady Diana tragically perished in a car crash in Paris. The Bible Code contains numerous details about this event. The words, princess, and Diana, are encoded at the same skip code distance. Adjacent to them is the word, Spencer, which was her maiden name. Intersecting, Spencer, the words, Wales, Paris, France, tunnel, and river, can be found. It is worth recalling that she was killed in a tunnel near the River Seine. Furthermore, the date 5757, corresponding to August 1997 in the Hebrew calendar, is encoded, coinciding with the month and year of her tragic demise. Additionally, the name, Fayed, was discovered, referring to Dodi Fayed, Diana's companion who also perished in the crash. Further research uncovered the name, Henry Paul, the driver of her car. In 1997, Michael Drossnan released the book, The Bible Code, which quickly became a bestseller. His work inspired numerous other books delving into the hidden messages encoded within the Old Testament. The codes concealed within the Bible accurately predicted significant events such as the fall of Saddam Hussein, the capture of Osama bin Laden, and both Gulf Wars. These codes even foretold the 2008 financial crisis, the swine flu outbreak, and various natural disasters, including earthquakes, tsunamis, and hurricanes. However, it is important to note that these were events of the past, making interpretation using the Bible code relatively easier compared to predicting the future. When an event has already transpired, the context is available to aid interpretation. For instance, if the word Hiroshima is crossed with the phrases fire from the heavens and blisters and boils, it becomes evident that it refers to an atomic bomb and radiation sickness. Predicting future events without context poses a greater challenge. Interpreting phrases like blisters and boils becomes a mere guessing game, lacking scientific rigor. Nevertheless, the Bible code does predict dire future disasters. Drosnin believed that locating a key to decipher all the Bible's predictions could help prevent these calamities. Eventually, Drosnin discovered the key, a stone pillar or obelisk. According to the Bible code, it was buried in Jordan, near the Red Sea. Surprisingly, the Jordanian government granted Drosnin permission to excavate the area. The logical conclusion is that the Bible was encoded to provide humanity with crucial information. It was undoubtedly encoded by an intelligent force capable of seeing into the future across time. Moreover, the encoding was designed in such a way that it would be uncovered precisely at this moment, thanks to the technological advancements of our time. In conclusion, the Bible code has been a subject of intrigue and controversy since its discovery in the late 13th century. Computer scientists, statisticians, and mathematicians have found hidden codes and messages within the Old Testament, seemingly predicting significant events in history. While the Bible code has garnered both believers and skeptics, the fact remains that numerous predictions, including the assassination of Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and the Gulf Wars, have come true. The findings of researchers such as Dr. Rips, Dr. Whitsom, and Dr. Rosenberg, as well as investigative journalist Michael Drosnin, have shed light on the existence of encoded information in the Bible. These codes, based on equidistant letter sequences, have revealed names, dates, and details of historical events that occurred long after the Bible was written. The statistical improbability of these findings suggests that they are not mere coincidences. While the Bible code has been successful in deciphering past events, predicting the future remains a challenge. Interpreting messages without contextual knowledge leads to speculation and uncertainty. However, the Bible code does suggest the possibility of future disasters, and there is hope that further exploration and understanding of the codes may help prevent such events from occurring. If you find the subject of the Bible code fascinating and would like to learn more about its mysteries and implications, we invite you to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. By subscribing, you can stay updated on the latest research, discoveries, and discussions surrounding the Bible code and other thought-provoking topics. Join our community of curious minds as we explore the hidden depths of ancient texts and their relevance to our world today. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and embark on a journey of knowledge and discovery.